In this video, I'm going to show you how you can trade medium to big market cap coins. They say the size do not matter, but this is a big lie in society because clearly the coins that are between $5 million to $50 million are the ones who can go to $1 billion and more, which is the coins that can turn you into a millionaire. So even if you have already $1 million, welcome on the channel, but be sure to stick around because I can see a lot of people doing mistakes with the wrong tools. And I made this document not only myself, which we can see from my previous videos, I did pretty good in meme coins. I know from the data, I'm in the top 5%, or some would say 1% if we count the dating. But I worked with some crypto multimillionaires only in meme coins. Kids that are like 21 years old who made $1 million in meme coins in just 6 months, starting with $4,000. And I interviewed the best people in the industry. So maybe you should better listen to me than your best friend at the water cooler. I don't know, maybe he's a chill guy. Perfect, that's what we eat for breakfast here on this channel. So let's take, for example, Lucy. That went up to around $320 million market cap, right? And now we are here sitting at $144 million market cap. For most people, they will be like, not interesting to trade. I do not have the capital. Well, this is where, my friend, I have a solution for you. I will put the link in the description because I have a ref code that will lower your fees. With Oxfund, you can literally trade those coins with leverage. That means taking more risk. If you don't know what leverage trading is, you probably shouldn't do it. But for the other people, what do we want? First, we need a few tools. A Solana wallet, Phantom, Solflare, or Backpack, not Dolflare. A trading board of your choice. Whatever you use. I use one, I will give you one. We're going to use Dex Screener or Dex Tools because Dex Screener sometimes have too much advertising. A Telegram, if you want to see what's popping in it. Jupiter and Stockchain, you will understand why. The first step, don't miss it. Market research process. What is the state of the market? To know the state of the market, simple step. First one is to check, is everything in green or not? Still on the 7th day, we are pretty much in the green. The market is not at its best here. Second step is I'm going to see how is the volume on Solana. And we can see that yesterday there was a massive outflow from meme coins, same as 2 days before, and there was just one inflow. So now the market is not really in for degen high market cap meme coins. And actually I like that because there was a massive sell-off. So the market does not know exactly where they want to go. If they know where they want to go, they're buying, or they're selling one go. And that's pretty cool because that means the market does not really know where to go. As it's dipping, but also we have a lower volume. So probably the dip is behind us and we can start to find some good coins to invest in, particularly for the bigger market coins. And that's why the second step I use, it's always checking whether people are selling their Solana to go into stable coins from the smart money and particularly for meme coins. 2 days ago, it was the massive sell-off. Now we are back on a little uptrend. So that's good. The smart money is buying more meme coins and that's really good for us because now that there was a massive sell-off, we can find the one where we're going to place our bets and be insanely rich. Step 1, step 2, done. Step 3, what narrative are we on? The narrative is always important. You want to know what people like. And for that, what's better than using TikTok, using Twitter, just checking on the timeline. And if you're like me, someone who had to quit social media, not for ADHD, it's because too many people were sliding in my DMs and people do not have an idea how being handsome is hard in this world. When I post a picture, I get accused that I'm using AI because since AI is here, people forgot that you can be handsome without AI. I'm accused of putting makeups on, same again. I'm accused of everything except looking like a demigod, and that's the problem. So now that we have here in our trend analytics, this is the change from one day to another. But we could go into the daily trends and see in the last 3 days where, of course, the biggest tokens With is getting back some accumulation. We get some chill guy and some mudang and wen. And some flower, here locking, here grass. As for now, we can see for the big market cap coins, we do not have a clear trend. There is no clear trend coming out this chart. So we are going to dig deeper and see that we have some AI, we have some project, we have some lock-in, we have some frog. We get pretty much everything. Narrative is whatever works. But you will see at the end of the video, yeah, retention. You're going to like that, Mr. Beast. You've been caught dumping coins on your audience. Come on, you could have just subscribed to Handsome Finance and know how to hide your transaction. Never mind. I will show you what happened when there's no narrative, because I front run narrative before and I want to show you how you can do it as well. For that, I just ask for a thumbs up. So the document, by the way, is available in the description, and you don't need to put your emails, because I know, Gen Z, you don't have emails. Remember though, for those coins, you have more time to do your research. So do not be like so fast about everything. For example, on Chill Guy, I lost a lot of money because I made some money, but not as much as I could, as I did not go through all my process for research. Even the best can make some mistakes. So using the right tools. If you wanted to buy any of those coins, and that's why I want to show it now, because I know most of you can't stand a video that lasts more than 3 minutes, same as you can't last more than 3 minutes in bed. It goes in correlation, direct correlation. If it's below $10 million market cap, you can use a trading bot. Why? Because I will be able to place some DCA orders. So like this, every minute for 10 orders, and that's the amount. So if I wanted to place for 10 SOL and buy 1 SOL every minute, I can do that. And this is what I did here. This is easier when you want to go in size like this. You reduce your risk of MEV and you don't have to think, oh, is this the right time, or maybe should I wait to kiss her? This is exactly the same. You don't care. There is no link. I'm sorry. And of course, if you click the link in the description, you not only skip the waiting list, but also get a discount on the fees, and you help me to buy more matcha. Oh yeah, hi, by the way, welcome to Handsome Finance, where we study what's happening on chain, because the blockchain is an open ledger, so we can see all the transaction, and you're going to understand how we're going to use this data in a minute. So when the coin is below $10 million market cap, you can use a trading bot. That's usually what I do. If it's above $10 million market cap, I'm going to use a Jupiter, for example, or Radium directly. Why? Because I have less fees. So the fees on those trading bots is between 5% to 1% depending. So if you go with $1,000 or $10,000, for example, 1% start to represent a bit of money. And $100, that's exactly what I could invest on the smaller market cap coins. So I'm clearly losing a ticket. And what I would use is the DCA orders. Perfectly done here. We place our DCA, and it's going to buy every minute or every hours or every day. And I spilled my cup on my keyboard. This is not a drill. Impossible. And then you saw that it was not matcha. Unbelievable, Antoine. Just by knowing this puts you above 90% of the market. I want you to understand this and don't miss some parts here. So now that we have the ticker, we're going to analyze the influencers, if they are dumping or accumulating, the smart money, and the top holders. 3 things to analyze for on-chain data. Lucy, I'm going to check in the KOL feed. I do not see anything. They are not trading it. That's normal. They usually do not trade a big market cap coins with their small wallets. And you might be wondering, why did I choose Lucy? Should I have chosen another coin? Well, we are going to see why in a second. So Lucy had a big dump on the 25th. We can see smart money exited 250K worth of it. And here we had 24 on the 24, 100K. And now we are pretty much flat on the 26th. So probably we reached a bottom, or we're going to range for a bit. I mean, it's easy. On the 25th, dumping, it's happened. And now we start to see a little accumulation. So typically for Lucy, from the information I have here, I will wait a little bit to see more smart money going into it. I mean, you see what happened on the 13th when they were accumulating. Well, you get your biggest candle. And now let's check the top holders. Of course, you can check the top holders many different ways. You can click here and go manually into it. However, I like to save time, so I use tools that makes it easier for me because I'm French, so I'm lazy, or the opposite, I don't know. While the analysis of the insiders is loading, I'm going to show you how I find the tokens I want to get in. I check the trend analytics and I see what's coming back. Apparently, growth is doing a massive coming back because from the 25th to now, it had 17 rankings up. So someone started to buy $1 million worth of it. Let's check his wallet. That's someone that has $5 million worth of meme coins. Again, probably better to listen to this guy than your best friend at the water cooler. And actually, his mooding is probably dumped it all. Look at that. He was buying every minute some gold for 3K. What were you doing at that time? Zerebro is losing speed and Retardio is back on. Lock-in is back on. So for example, I will click lock-in. Do we see? Well, we have a pattern where the outflow started to slow down and we start to see a good green candle in the inflow yesterday. So now that could be just one actor, but I know that everything that's been around is coming back. Stonk is coming back. So I will always analyze everything that is doing a strong comeback and everything that has been forgotten. And for this, there is no shortcut. I just check every day what's going on. Do we see, for example, Mishi? Purple Pepe. This guy bought on the 25th for 61K. Came out of nowhere, as you can see. I mean, 25th we're here. And then on the 26th, we reach a new all-time high at $123 million. Let's check, actually, that guy who bought 61K, what did he do? Well, it doesn't seem to be holding his Purple Pepe. Oh yeah, he dumped it on the public. You can see here the transaction. Well, he dumped it. And he dumped it 2 days ago, 25th at 6 p.m. 25th at 6 p.m. We're here. Not bad. He jumped it around $100 million. And actually, if I filter out only with Perpe, we can see when he was buying it, 10K, 10K, 10K every time. And then on the 26th at 11:30, 26, 11:30. There we go. We're here. He started to dump every minute. So that's beautiful. Well executed. And of course, you can find this manually if you go through everything on SoulScan, but I just use Stockchain. So now you know how you find those coins. You check the last 3 days, you see if you have a pattern that goes out. The pattern that I see here is that we are going full TikTok and everything. Chill Guy is TikTok. Perpe, I don't know where he's from. I know that he's trending on Phantom, probably around TikTok as well. And the pattern that we have those days is anything can send. We have projects, we have everything. Let's not forget our insiders. This gives us the analysis of the top 100 holders. I know their soul balance and I know how much they realize in P&L and how long they hold a coin normally. We got some strange wallets, right? A lot of them hold around 10 million token. You can see this guy have 4,000 Solana. A holding time of 16 days. I quite like that. Realize P&L minus 200K. But you get 1.2 million. So I'm going to check that one. 16 days. All right. This guy have $2.7 million worth of Mudang. 1.4 million worth of Luce and Skibidi Toilet 300K. Ava Chiang Mai Night Safari 300K. That's quite a big profile. What is he buying or selling, this guy? And that's the annoying part, is it shows us only spam transaction. 2 days ago, he was buying his Ava. You can see here, okay, buying the Ava. Definitely someone I will take inspiration of. So then I could go on and do the research for Ava. But I'm going to let you do this one. And now that we have the top holders, let's do the social analysis. Social links, Twitter, Radar, Google, X, TikTok, everything. And you analyze the project narrative and theme. The easiest way is to click the links from deck screener. Always be careful because sometimes those links can be fake stuff and they're going to try to drain you. You can check the Telegram. I usually don't check the Telegram. I don't like to check those things. Like check open in the web. We have some cool videos that's probably done directly by the Vatican. Got some cool meme going on. 6,157 members. Next balance listing. Okay, question mark. Orders analysis. And when I check the Twitter, I see that they're posting. So this is the pin post. I see a lot of views. Here, 4,000 views. Still not bad. The cool thing about Luce is that it's easy to understand. So live on spot now on Bybit. Happened 20 hours ago. 10K views, 70K views. Honestly, it seems that their Twitter is still going. Now, I'm going to check with Radar to have an idea of how many people are posting about Luce. There we go. We still see a lot of posts about it. Okay, 17,000 posts. This is something I will try to monitor. But of course, you can type it on TikTok. You can Google it to see if there's articles about it and you analyze the project and the narrative. So what was the top and the bottom for Luce? That's why it's interesting because Luce went down 65%. And always for me, is it politically correct to be listed on an exchange? This is a religious coin. So I think some exchange will never list it. But I kind of feel because Trump is going to be in power and religion seems to be generally taking back some clouds, I will not be surprised to see Luce coming back and reach $1 billion market cap. That's my opinion based on the on-chain data and the narrative. I could be completely wrong, and that's fine because with meme coins, you only need to be right one time, and that makes a big change. Like Luce could go down, but could it go down below $50 million market cap? There's less chance. So that's why we always check the price pattern analysis. Here we can see that multiple times it bottomed above $100 million market cap. Maybe some people have some buy orders around there, but it doesn't seem to want to go lower than that. You want to see as well some price drop between 70 to 90%. Here we had only 65, which is still good, but we would like to see a strong one. And how you take profit on those. But there is something more important than that. Than how much you take profit is how much you should buy of it. And I'm going to explain you how you do that. So you can sell 50% when it does 3x or 4x and the rest around 6x or 10x. Here I can see that reaching $1 billion market cap are going to be challenging for Luce. It's going to be a massive challenge. Why? Because like some people are going to be like, oh, I need to sell. And some people, they're going to be around $1 billion market cap. They're going to be like, all right, that's definitely the moment to sell. But we will see the market evolve all the time. So this strategy is going to work on both mid cap and a large cap. $10 million market cap are of course going to be a little bit more harder. And how much you should ape is when it's below $100 million market cap, try to get 1% of the supply. If it's almost $10 million market cap, try to get 0.25 or 0.5% of the supply. And above that, try to go as much as you can at 0.1%. There is a lot of things that are not said in the market, but you have chats with whales where you prove that you own a certain amount of the supply and you will get a lot more information on what's going on. And if you don't, well, you're kind of missing out. And that's why I recommend to never trade alone. Be sure to trade in group. You can join paid group, free group, whatever you want, but trade with the people that you like their style of trading because you should always stick to some style. And it's going to be a lot easier if you have other people that made a lot of money in meme coins that can show you the path and then that makes research every day. You cannot always front run the narrative. This is by working in a group and making a portfolio dedicated to a narrative. For example, a cat folio, a TikTok folio. As you can see, when on the 20th of November, everyone was going crazy about the TikTok meta. In the investors boardroom, we had a mastermind almost a month in advance preparing a TikTok portfolio with KBD, with all the coins that will fit the meta. And that's how we front run. Because if you wait on those, then you just collect your profit later on. And there's a ton of different folio you should be focusing on, and it makes it a lot easier. And of course, this is not financial advice and everything. You know that. But now, this is not only what you need to do. You should check out this video because that's going to teach you deeper how to perform your own chain analysis. And more important than all that, you have to remember one thing. Of course, drink your matcha, don't pour it down on your keyboard, but stay handsome. And that's the hardest thing to do at the end of the day. Love you. See you. Ciao.